Hey there everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude, aka Tony, here on Universe of the Blue Tubers channel to bring you on this day, February 10th, 2016, this little monkey right here, Curious George, yes, has turned 10 years old. Not the monkey, the movie, Curious George. Wow, I can't believe it's been 10 years since this movie came out. I remember the day I saw this movie for the first time. I didn't get to catch it in the theaters. I remember watching it on DVD for the first time, and I just really enjoyed it so much. And I think this is one of the most underrated animated movies I've seen personally, because no one really talks about Curious George, but I think this movie is just so awesome. It's so adorable. It's delightful. And you know, it's one of those G-rated movies that we rarely get now these days. So, you know, it's just so innocent and it's fun and it's cute. You know, when I was growing up, the books I loved reading were Curious George. I remember going to the library and renting the books. I remember going to the bookstore to even buy some of the books. And there's even a reason I have a stuffed animal, because I'm a sucker for George. And I still really like the guy to this day. And honestly, even talking about this movie makes me want to go back and read the books again, because it's been years since I read those books, but I just remember loving them. Sorry if I feel so nostalgic, but this video honestly gives me a reason to talk about my little history with Curious George. I just love this character so much, honestly. You have Will Ferrell. Yeah, Will Ferrell voices the man in the yellow hat. He voices that character, and considering, if you guys have been following my channel, I'm not a fan of Will Ferrell. I know a lot of people like him, and that's cool. I have nothing against that, because we're all going to have different tastes, different opinions, you know, different preferences on comedic actors. Will Ferrell, I just don't think he's that funny. I seem to like Will Ferrell more when he does animated films. Of course, there's exceptions. Elf, he's great in. The other guys he's great in. But in terms of animated movies, I seem to really enjoy Will Ferrell more. And Curious George is no exception. I think, honestly, the man in the yellow hat is one of Will Ferrell's most enjoyable roles, because he was great as the man in the yellow hat. His voice provides so much personality, and you could tell through Will Ferrell's voice that he provides so much charisma and personality to the character. And Drew Barrymore does the voice in this film too, in which I thought she did a very great job. Also, Curious George, I thought looked so beautiful. It was just so great to look at the animation in this film. You know, it does stay true to what the books were, but except I guess you could say they add brighter colors to this film, and it just has beautiful hand-drawn 2D animation, and it really does make me miss hand-drawn animation so much, because animated movies now these days are three-dimensional, and which I love three-dimensional animated movies. I just wish now these days we got more hand-drawn animated movies, and I'm glad they did that when they made Curious George. It's just such a sweet movie. I love the man in the yellow hat and Curious George relationship with each other. It captures the spirit of what the books brought, you know, with their friendship, and it was just very heartwarming. And it's one of those animated movies where whenever I could be down or something like that, I can watch this movie and just have an instant smile on my face, because it's just one of those movies that if you're not having exactly the best day, you could just put it on and you could just have a big old smile on your face. It definitely does it for me. So with Curious George, I can't believe it turned 10 years old. It came out on February 10th, 2006, and it turned 10 years old on February 10th, 2016. I'm happy to be talking about this movie for its 10-year anniversary. I actually found out at the last minute it turned 10 years old, but I'm glad I found that out, because one, I think this movie's delightful, and two, it gives me another reason to do another On This Day video for a great channel like Universe of the Blue Tubers. So thank you so much for watching this, you guys. Comment down below and let me know, what did you think of the 2006 animated film, Curious George? And also let me know, do you guys have a history with this little monkey right here? Like, did you guys ever read the books growing up? Did you ever rent the books, buy books? I'd like to know if you have a little history with this monkey like I did. This is Tony, aka 22 Tiger Dude here, and don't forget that I will always have tiger power. Look into George's eyes. Look it!